No one sells a successful cash business. Robert.
Speaking.
Robert, my name is Danny. I'm looking at some commercial space. I was interested in talking lease terms with you, see if we can't give you a rent check for the next 15 years or so.
Yeah, for really, you're breaking up. Say that again.
I'm looking at some commercial space. I wanted to talk lease terms with you.
Okay, what property? What are you looking for?
There's a coin laundry out here.
Okay, all right. Yeah, what about that coin laundry?
I would like to lease the space from you and give you a rent check.
Okay, I have a tenant in there.
Right. So, Robert, that's what I do, coin laundries. My partner and I been in the business for almost 20 years here in Florida. And,
Okay.
what we do is scout existing coin laundries. We look for stores that are underperforming, to put it gently. And we want to see if and when a lease comes available, if we can't talk terms, and then retool the store, put new equipment in. This particular location,
Okay.
we're not just looking in a phone book, my friend. We've been in the store several times. There's missing equipment where they've got no barriers of entry where some kid could walk in there and.
All right, now, okay, that's all well and good, but the guy has a lease.
Oh!
It's
Right.
a long-term lease. But
Okay, good.
if you're interested in it, why don't you talk to him? Huh?
Everybody thought Dad was the ruthless one, but I gotta hand it to you. If you'd been born after those feminists, you would have been the real gangster.
So in the 20 years I've been doing that, right? I don't see any value in the business rights themselves. I don't know the operator. Why don't I talk to him? Because that leads to what? Blood in the water, and he thinks there's value there. We're so used to the phone ringing and people want something and we either provide it or we don't. Call this an introduction. This is a horrific laundromat. I own commercial space myself, and if this was a restaurant, it would be shut down by the health department, but it's a laundromat. So, yeah, there are different ways to do this, but what I'd like you to do is keep my information, maybe tour the place and have a look. It's a hazard. And at the end of the day, if they're paying you the rent and they're a good tenant, great, wonderful. But I'm not buying the business at any price, like I said, and I'm also not looking for anything to happen today. I've built my empire of 36 locations by doing exactly this, and the previous operator has nothing to do with my success. I don't buy the store, and frankly, if it was for sale, it's just another indication of failure. No one sells a successful cash business. So when they put them on the market, be it Craigslist or through a broker, they've already failed.
Okay, give me your information.
Absolutely. My name's Danny D'Angelo. You're looking at my cell phone number. Why don't I send you an email? I'll send you some photos of our stores, what we do, how we do it. Nothing lasts forever, and when they fall apart, scramble for my number and we'll talk. I assume that what I'm saying and how I'm saying it makes sense to you. Call this an introduction, and at the end of the day, we might do business in a month, a year, a decade.
Listen, between you and I, tenants would always like to have high-performing tenants in there. Unfortunately, that's just not the case. We have probably over 4,000 tenants, and I'd like to say that everyone is at the top of their game with this. I've seen this. I leased this space. We renegotiated with him. He's been there for, I think he's been there roughly 20 years.
Yeah.
We don't have a percentage rent with him, so we're not into his business. He pays his rent. He has a few other locations as well.
Well, I understand, and I'm glad we're on the same page. At the end of the day, it's laundromats, Robert. It's really preposterous. But look, you and I don't frequent laundromats. We don't go into them. We don't use them every week. We don't send our wife in there on Sunday. And that's really the beginning of the end for these stores. Investors get involved. They have no idea what the store should look like, how it should be running. Some people put carpet in there. They put pool tables in there. They do preposterous things instead of just running a good, well-performing laundry. The other thing is there's no national chains. You could make a better hamburger than McDonald's, I'm sure of it, even if you've never touched a stove in your life. But They sell billions because of their business model, which is real estate. They're not in the business of making good hamburgers. Us, we run good stores. And unfortunately, you can't do it nationwide. I don't want to try because it's a cash business. And when it's done right, it's a great business. I think we understand each other. I'll send you an email and let us know. Or who knows? You've got a big.
Are you only looking for second generation?
Correct. Yes, sir. I don't want to build a laundromat any more than I want to buy one. Great question.
Okay.
Hey, like I was saying, you have a large group. So if you come across an underperforming store in 6 months or 6 days, save my number. Call me.
Okay.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
All right. So here we have a guy who's in his car. He can't barely understand me. He's going to tell me, hey, why don't you go talk to them? But really, with a guy like that, he's a New Yorker. I could tell by his accent. He's a transplant to Florida. And a guy like that, you really have to step on his neck. You really have to go, all right, listen, this is what we do. It's how we do it. It's the method that you speak to these people that gets them grabbed by the collar and turned around and understanding what we're doing, how we're doing it, et cetera. And then he says what? Well, let me be honest. And there's the hammer. They're a horrible tenant. You're absolutely right, Danny. And when the time comes, I will reach out to you and I will let you know so that we can make a change. Eddie, keep an eye on this location. Keep looking at it over and over again. And when something changes, the doors get chained shut, or more equipment goes out of order, we'll reach out to our friend once again.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Danny.
Talk to you soon, brother.
Calls always.
Ciao.
You. Like this. Bye.
That's how it starts, with an introduction. How it ends is you owning a dozen laundromats and earning millions and millions of dollars. Don't buy the store. Do this. Get the silly course.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.